Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be giving my review on the Horus X10. Now this is not the X10S, this is just the X10. Now I have recently, well not recently, about a month or 2 months ago, I've gone ahead and did the latency testing on these transmitters. And it wasn't the fastest, which is pretty crazy. You know, the fastest thing that from out of all the transmitters that I have tested was actually the FrSky, believe it or not. That's just pretty crazy. Now, let's move away from the FrSky. So let's go ahead and just talk about the transmitters that I have used in the past. Now, I did start off with a FrSky transmitter for the first like 7 months of my flying. Then I got the Turnigy Evolution. I fell in love with it. The form factor, it just felt at home because I'm a thumber and I love playing Xbox and PlayStation. So, you know, it just felt right at home and it felt very good in the hand. And after a while, the Turnigy Evolution's gimbals just started to wear out, and I still use it to this day. I'm not saying I don't. I take it every time I take this guy with me. And then after the Turnigy Evolution, I also switched over to the Q7, just a normal Q7, and then I got a Q7S, and then I got the Horus. Now this Horus was provided me by Banggood to do the latency testing, which was very nice of them. Now, when I first got it, I was like, oh, this is too big. I'm not going to be using this. But I finally decided to start using it about maybe a month and a half ago now. And the reason what put me off in the beginning was the default software that's running on this. It wasn't running OpenTX. It was running the FrSky software, which was terrible. I didn't like it. I didn't really give it a chance, but it just felt like crap. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we're not used to it. I just didn't like it at all. So to do the latency testing and to install the TBS Crossfire at the time, I had to flash OpenTX on this guy because the QX7 needed a mod, and I just didn't have time to do that mod. So I just went ahead and picked up the Horus, stuck the TBS Crossfire, and used it after I flashed the OpenTX software. Now, after the first moment, after I flashed the Horus to the OpenTX, and I was just going through the menu, and I just felt at home. It's the same exact menu, just like fully upgraded. You know, it's like going from Windows XP to Windows 10 in a way. And or like an iPhone 4 to, you know, the new iPhone 10 or X. You know, some people might give me crap about that. But iPhone 10 or X or whatever. This thing, it has, you know, the eye candy is just beautiful. And what do I mean by eye candy? I mean, it's just so pleasing to look at. But, you know, that's not everything in a transmitter. The display is very nice. It's very bright. You could totally see it in the sun. The battery life is actually pretty good. I've never had it die out on me. I mean, I've never flown more than 5 hours in one day. So it's good. It has a rechargeable battery built in. And, you know, back to my topic, when I flashed the OpenTX and just saw everything that I know and how to set up, it just felt so good, you know, and to have this nice fat package with it, it's just crazy. Now, how does it feel in the arms? It does feel bulky, so there is, you know, you do have to get used to it. For example, you know, going all the way in is kind of difficult, but it just feels insanely beautiful. This is my preferred FrSky transmitter now. This is the one that I'm using, and I'm actually trying to switch over from my Turnigy and the FrSky transmitters to the FrSky, if you've noticed recently on my channel. I just really like this one. It just feels proper. It feels well made. The internals were very good when we took it apart, when we did the teardown, when I was doing the latency testing. It performs without a hiccup like most transmitters do. I've never had it be buggy. I've never had an issue with it. It's just all around, you know, if you have the money, go ahead and grab it. Now, I'm not saying, you know, I've never tested range on this. So it does have two antennas. It has an internal antenna and an external antenna. So it's very nice to have the external antenna because lately they're coming out with better amplifiers where we could just unplug this antenna and connect our amplifier, thus giving us a lot more range if you really need that much range. However, you know, like I said, range testing, I have not done any range testing on this. So that'll need some time. I'm currently doing the long range build where everyone just was like, this is not a long range build. Well, it's not, because first I want to see what's the flight time before I go ahead and do the upgrades. TBS Crossfire, set up a proper transmitter, VTX I mean transmitter. Once it becomes, and install GPS also obviously. Once it becomes the if this becomes our long range quadcopter for the channel, what I'll start doing is I'll start adding, you know, receivers, you know, separate receivers on here. Like for example, FrSky, even though I'm flying it with this guy, to see how far before it fail safes on me. So that is the plan and that is the goal. But overall, you know, this is a very nice transmitter. It's absolutely, it's very good. It doesn't have jitters. You know, you just recalibrate these after I flash the OpenTX, but it's really just become my favorite transmitter. Just the overall package is very nice. It is kind of bulky, like I mentioned before. It is kind of heavy also, but you know, the inbuilt battery, just everything about it. Charges pretty quick. It doesn't take so long to charge. You got a lot of options in here, which is just insane. You know, I'm planning on making a playlist for this. I just need to check if anyone's ever made playlists for this transmitter here. But this is my go-to transmitter at the current moment of time. And the only time I think I might change is for the new FrSky x-lite. I'll leave a link to that one down below. I don't know if it came out yet or not. I need to double check. But that thing might make me transition from this to that. But overall, I really love this transmitter. It's not because I got it for free. I got it for free a long time ago. But this is my take. This is my personal opinion on this transmitter. I really love it. It's very nice transmitter. You have everything you need. You actually have more than what you need. So, you know, if you have the cash and you just want a nice transmitter, then go ahead and pick it up. But if you don't have the cash, the QX7 is a freaking beast. The QX7, the FrSky QX7 works beautiful. I've never tried the Tyrannus X9D like everyone has, or a lot of people have in this community. Me, it was just the, you know, the QX7 up to the X10 here, the Horus here. So this one's going, I think, around for 350 bucks right now, but it's just a beast. I mean, what can I say here? Overall, you know, it's still performing very well. You know, I haven't put much time into it, maybe a month and a half, 2 months now. And right now we're having snow, so it's becoming less and less time that I'm actually putting into it. But the menu, the setup, it's very good. It's really good, actually. I really love this guy right here. As you can tell, I already started transitioning most of my quads here, and it's just been a beautiful ride. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on the FrSky X10 Horus. This is not the X10S, so the X10S is a little bit different with the gimbals, but overall, it's a very good transmitter. It might be too much for a quadcopter, to be honest, because there's so many things here for the type of quadcopters, like a freestyle build or a racing quadcopter. It might be a bit too much, but if you really want it, this is how it is, and this is just my update video. But you would be totally fine with a QX7. Also, I'll leave a link to that down below if you're curious what that is. And the Turnigy is a very good one also. You just need to change the gimbals. I will be doing the gimbal mod very soon. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to modify the gimbals. I got the Hall effect gimbals for the, I think, X9. So we're gonna be installing those, and I'll probably bring it back to life like a proper nice way. It'll just probably be a beast again. But overall, for me, this is really, I really love this controller, like this transmitter. But you know, it's to be honest, it is overkill for the things that we're doing. But you know, it just, if someone wants it, and to have all these, you know, you have your little sliders here, you have 3 potentiometers here, you have a bunch of, you know, all these things. You just have a bunch of everything, really. Everything you ever want, you just got in this guy. And that's really it. You obviously got the OpenTX software and just a module bay in the back, which is pretty insane. And overall, I personally like this, and I've switched over to this, and it's just been performing very nice, actually. And I think that's going to conclude it for this video, guys. This is just my take, my opinion, and what transmitter I'm currently using at the current moment of time. So it's been this guy and this guy. These are the 2 transmitters I use every time I go fly, because I have quads that are bound to this guy and I have quads that are bound to this guy. But I do tend to prefer to use the Horus X10 now. And that's really it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to let me know. And if you want me to do some kind of special testing on any of these two, let me know down in the comment section. We could strip them apart, redo latency testing, check out new receivers, or just do some mods to them. That'll be pretty interesting. And yeah, that's it, guys. So consider joining my Patreon to help me support this mission to document everything I possibly can. And you could also use the affiliate links down there. They do greatly support this channel. And if you have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to let me know. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. See you guys. Take care.